Do I need to be brand registered or have a trademark to sell overseas? The very, very short answer to that is no, you do not need to be brand registered. No, you do not therefore need a trademark to sell overseas. All you actually need is to set up an account in that particular territory that you're thinking of selling in, and then you join those accounts together using global selling. This is the global selling dashboard. It's at sell.amazon.com/global-selling. That's all you need to do. But you do need to have an account in that area. So for instance, if you're thinking of selling in here in Europe, for instance, then you need one account in one of the areas. So you need like an Amazon France account, Amazon Italy account, an Amazon UK account, which is probably the easiest one to get. And then that as a unified account gives you access to all of the EU marketplace. Same in here in Australia, for instance, if you've got an Aussie account, you get access to Japan as well. If you've got a US account, you get access to Canada and to Mexico as well. Okay, so they're called unified accounts. So you need an account. The other thing to consider as well is that within those territories, you've got other things. So for instance, here in the EU, you've got VAT, you've got VAT to take into consideration. Amazon has got its own VAT services on amazon.co.uk, which is actually really, really good. But the rest of the EU, it doesn't have that yet. No doubt they'll roll it out. So you'll need to consider that. Like when I sell in Germany, I have to consider the VAT there. So that's something else to take into mind as well. You'll also as well, if you're thinking about selling in Europe, there's other like little logistical things, like you need to have an importer of record to sell in those territories if you're outside of there. Typically, the way that you would do that is by having some kind of entity, like a company within that territory. So a company in Germany or the UK or France, or don't get in France, or wherever it may be, you'd have that set up. And then you could be the importer of record when you import things into that country. If you don't want to go to that trouble, then you can often find lawyers who will act as your importer of record, and you just pay them for doing that. But long term, you got to have that. So there's those kind of things to consider anyway. But it's actually super easy logistically from Amazon's point of view. You do not need a trademark. Okay. With that being said, you should get a trademark. You should get a trademark, because if you are thinking of expanding your business and selling in other countries, that tells me you're serious about your business. If you're serious about your business, you really ought to get a trademark, not least of which because it gives you access to brand registry. And simply by having A+ content on your listing, which you can only get through brand registry, for most businesses, that's a 10% bump in their conversion rates just by doing that. And then it also gives you a shitload of other cool things as well. A lot of the advertising that you can get access to once you're brand registered is pretty sexy as well, videos and things like that. So yeah, at the small cost of getting it done, Kate's son can do it for you. It's like less than $500 to get Kate to do it for you, and Kate's friggin' awesome. She just did ours for this dog food business, so she just did that one for us, and she's brilliant. So do you need it? No. Should you get it? Yes. Oh, that makes sense. That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. Over 2,500 members and growing. We're actually the fastest growing e-commerce community right here in Australia, with sales of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about what we do at the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au, and I will see you on the inside. Until then, bye!